Hi Sag, welcome to September. This is Teresa from Tarot by T. And before I start your reading, I want to call in some good energy and create some sacred space around this reading. So today, this month, we have a full moon in Pisces on the 14th, and then a new moon in Libra, which is favorable to your sign, on the 28th of September. And during that time, Saturn goes direct on the 18th, and then we have the solstice on the 23rd. So definitely things are changing this month. We're changing cycles. Oh, Nine of Swords. So what are you worried about? Let's see what Sag has coming up for September. What does Sag need to know about love and relationships for the month of September? What does Sag need to know about love and relationships for the month of September? What is coming up for Sag? The Nine of Pentacles, the Magician, the Knight of Wands, the Four of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles, the King of Wands, the High Priestess, the Eight of Pentacles, the Five of Cups, the Seven of Swords. So, let's see. So you're starting the Nine of Pentacles. You're in a good place financially in September. The Nine of Pentacles, you're in a great, your work situation, you're experiencing a sense of, with the Nine of Pentacles, this is someone who's surrounded by abundance. Maybe the work that you're doing, you feel like you have a lot of control in the work that you're doing. You're not being micromanaged. You might be managing a project. But you're wanting to have some type of relationship commitment. Like you've been successful, and now you're saying, well, I wish I had someone to share this success with. I want to, create a relationship. It would be nice to have a partner or someone that I can share my success with. Now, crossing you is the Magician. You could be dealing with, the Magician could be a Gemini, someone who's a good communicator, maybe even an Aries. The Magician can also mean that you have to focus on your thoughts, on manifesting what you want. This is a card of learning how to use, like our thoughts create our reality. So you have to really focus. What is the type, if you're not in a relationship, what type of person do I want to attract? What type do I want to bring in? The Magician can help you. You have all the skills you need for success and to manifest what you want. You just have to focus on controlling your thoughts and not falling into a negative mindset. Because if you focus on what you don't want, then you're going to attract that. So you have to really control your thoughts in September and focus on the positive and focus on having the confidence and speaking up. Communication is important too. So maybe through the work that you do, you are using some form of communication. Maybe you're involved in marketing or communications or public relations. And that's going to be really successful for you in September. Reaching out to people through different social media. You have the Knight of Wands in the past. So in the past you could have had relationships that were not that reliable, or they were just flighty. The Knight of Wands energy is someone who promises you everything but doesn't deliver. Like they're a lot of fun when they're around, but then when they're gone, you're left, they're not always there for you. And you've left that behind. Knight of Wands can also mean that you recently changed jobs or moved into a new location in search of more financial security, because you have the Four of Pentacles here. This is you're seeking stability and financial security. And so you're moving into a situation, whatever you've moved into, this new situation is bringing you abundance. The Ten of Pentacles. This is the wealth card. And it's also like a family card, because you have like the man, the couple here with the dogs and the kid. And so you're coming into a time in September of true abundance. And it goes beyond just money, where you're really feeling supported. Some of you may have formed a relationship with someone that you feel you could really count on. Or you could be in a career situation where you feel more financially secure, where things are starting to really come together in your career. And you're not feeling that financial insecurity. Now the King of Wands is in your future. So you could be partnering with someone who could be like a mentor. There could be some project coming up. Either you're dealing with a fire sign, it could be a Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Someone who is got very positive energy. This person's a natural leader. And this person could be very out, and it could be he or she. Could be very outspoken, not afraid to speak their mind, very honest, very outspoken. Sometimes they could be a little bit of a bully, but they really mean well. They have a big heart, and they want to just share their wisdom and their experience. And actually, Sag, this could even be, if it doesn't represent a person that you're dealing with, it could actually be qualities within you that you're going to be displaying. You're really going to be wanting to lead coming into the month of September, and wanting to create a vision or a dream. I don't know that this is going to be that much of a love month, other than if you are connecting with someone in September, you're creating a happy home together. And that's coming to completion. But I think the rest of the month is going to be more on career. Because I'm seeing this Eight of Pentacles here in your environment. It's like you're on a new path. So for some of you, a relationship is reaching a point of completion or culmination where you're committing to something. And you're starting a new journey with a relationship. For others, it could be a career path, like you're reaching a certain level of success, and now you're looking to go to the next level, and you're taking your career in a new direction. The High Priestess is here. This is a card of things happening behind the scenes. So whatever you're doing, whatever project you're working on, it could be something that's not ready to see the light of day yet, especially with the Seven of Swords. You're working on something behind the scenes, something that you have to keep secret while it's being developed. And at some point you're going to be releasing it to the public, and you're going to be releasing it, but right now it's like a secret project, or it's in the planning stages. And you're at the beginning of making it happen. The Five of Cups is here. This could sometimes bring back someone from the past, like an old love. Like maybe some of you might have had a relationship that ended, and you felt a little sense of guilt or remorse about it, and this person may come back. You may feel like you want to have some kind of closure with that person. If you do have a conversation with that person, it may be more, you don't want to it won't be a public display. It'll be more like a quiet combination, because you have the Seven of Swords here. This is a card of feeling that someone is trying to take something from you, or feeling that you need to keep your plans secret for now. So I don't know, whatever you're working on, I think that your relationship is okay. You're in a good place love-wise. You're feeling secure with your family. You're feeling abundant. You're feeling a sense of abundance with the Ten of Pentacles. So you've graduated from being alone to now being in a relationship that is really fulfilling and supportive. But I feel like there's this other project that you're working on, And it could be, because it's so new and it's like at the beginning stages, you're not wanting to share it with anyone yet. So I feel like the focus in September is more toward this new career path or this new project that you're going to be working on. That's going to be taking up a lot of your time. But you don't have to worry about relationship, because I feel like you're already okay with relationship with the Ten of Pentacles. You're in a place where you feel secure and you feel safe and supported. But this career thing, I feel that because it's the beginning stages, you're afraid that someone's going to take credit for the work that you're doing, or you're going to steal your idea. So you're working on this kind of behind the scenes, because you don't want to repeat something. Like there was something that happened in the past that disappointed you, and you've learned that lesson. You might still be suffering from a past relationship that ended, and feeling a sense of regret of the way things turned out, and wishing that things could have been handled differently or done better. But and sometimes with the Seven of Swords, you might not be facing the truth about a relationship that ended. Maybe there was something you just didn't want to look at. You just swept things under the rug. There could have been a relationship in the past where somebody was being too controlling, or wanting things to happen a certain way, and then when they didn't happen a certain way, you just kind of walked away from the relationship. But I really feel that in September, you're having different energy coming in. You're having more of an energy of, I want to create something. I want to create abundance. I want to create something that I can really be proud of, that's my baby. And you might even be working with someone who gives you guidance in some form. Someone like a mentor, a partner that you could really benefit from their advice. But the main thing with the Magician, you're learning how to communicate. You're maybe being a spokesperson in your career. You're being more visible. Your words are becoming more public while you're working on this project. And you need to tap in also to your intuition with the High Priestess. This is about things happening behind the scenes, but you don't have to worry about it. You may be worried about it because there are things you're not sure of, or things that you don't know. But trust your intuition. Trust that if you have to make a decision without having enough information, trust your intuition, and that will lead you to the right path. But with the Eight of Pentacles, it's like you're on this new path where you feel like you're starting over in some way. And I think whatever disappointments you've had, you're going to overcome them. So don't dwell too much on the past and what didn't work out in the past. Focus on the future and the potential of what you have to work with now. So let's see what the astrology is saying for the full moon in Pisces. So for you, the full moon in Pisces is in your 4th house of home and your 10th house of career. So something in your home is coming to completion. You might be finalizing, your home situation. So I feel like you're feeling secure. You're feeling settled. You're going to be feeling more settled in September. Like, I've got my home where I want it. It's my sanctuary. The only thing you may have to be concerned with is any kind of water issues or mold. If you have any problems at all, it would be around water or mold in the home. But other than that, I think that some home-related project is coming to completion. And then you have the 10th house of career. The Sun and the Mars, Venus and Mercury, everything's all in the 10th house. You have all these stellium of planets. So your career is really on fire this month. You may be completing a project that is very successful, gets you recognition. You're being seen and recognized, and you're ready to take action. And you're doing work that you love. But it's going to involve communication. It's going to involve, you're speaking in public more, communicating in public more. You have Jupiter still going through your 1st house. So be careful that you don't take on too much. You might be feeling overly optimistic and taking on more than you can handle. So you want to have that, with the full moon energy, you want to have that work-life balance. Although I feel like that your home will be your sanctuary. It'll be the place where you go to recharge, because all the activities in your career, all this energy, you're handling a lot of details, and you have to stay on top of it. I feel like, the devil's in the details, but you're also energized because you have Mars there. So you're dealing with a lot of little pieces, and you have to make, like, you're juggling a lot. And your finances are changing in big ways. Pluto is actually supporting this moon, so your money situation is going to be transforming. So you could see a big influx of cash. Like you might be getting some, like, a higher. You probably have established yourself. Your earning power is increasing, and especially when Saturn goes direct. Saturn will be moving direct in the second house. That's teaching you lessons around money. Your expenses may rise a little bit when Saturn goes direct, but you're also learning how to handle money in a more responsible way. So you're not going to be blowing it as much. Like maybe in the past, you might have been just spending money like crazy, not thinking about where it's going. But you're going to have to be more responsible around money and heal any wounds that you have around having money, owning money, being paid. What is my worth? Because Saturn is teaching you lessons. There's some lessons around money and what you value. The things that you value. Like in the past, you might have valued material possessions or something. Now you're learning the true value of things with Saturn. That it's not always the money that you earn. It's also family and home and connections that you have with people. Then you have this new moon in Libra on the 28th. And that's in your 11th house of friendships, the groups that you belong to. It's your hopes and dreams. So I feel like you're joining a new group or starting a new project that's going to bring abundance. You have the potential to really, it's going to allow you to really shine in some way. And it could also be a project that helps the community, that helps a group of people. You have Venus in the 11th. That's also ruling your money that you earn from the business that you work in. So I think September is going to be an abundant month for you. It's going to bring in more money, and it's going to help you to achieve a goal or a dream. And you still have the luck of Jupiter in your first house, and it's sextiling Venus in your 11th house. So the groups that you belong to are really going to be, you might even be connecting with more creative types, something artistic, or people, your interactions with groups are going to be more harmonious. Whereas in the past, if you had difficulties in a group setting where there was conflict, this month I think things are going to be a lot easier, a lot more harmonious. You're going to find people to be more charming, more pleasant. You're going to be doing whatever you're working on, you're going to love it. You're going to feel that this is the work I should be doing. This is the work I really enjoy. Now, Uranus has a awkward, inconjunct aspect to this new moon. So there could be some surprises around a work project or some annoying things that happen out of the blue that you aren't prepared for. But I wouldn't worry too much about it. I think you can overcome it. Mainly, you have to heal. You have Chiron in the 5th house. So you have to heal some type of wound around expressing yourself and expressing your creativity. Maybe you've been afraid to put yourself out there. You're afraid of how you'll be received or something. So, because you're going to have an opportunity to show your creativity in September and to show what you can do and to speak and communicate. And this is going to be healing for you. I feel like that this project, whatever you're working on, it's really going to fulfill that need to express yourself and to heal some of those wounds around that, around creativity and creative self-expression. Now, Venus will be squaring Pluto And that's Pluto's in your second house. So you want to be careful that you don't have power struggles over money or finances. If you're in a relationship, there could be some power struggles over how money is being spent and expenses. That's the only glitch that could happen. But for the most part, I think this is going to be an abundant month. And you shouldn't be afraid to shine. Don't be afraid to shine this month. I mean, you still have Jupiter in the first house, and that's supporting you. It's putting you out there. So take advantage of it, because at some point Jupiter's going to move into Capricorn. It'll still be supporting you then from your second house, so that's not a bad thing. And Jupiter always brings positive energy. The only thing is when it moves into Capricorn in your second house, it might make you want to spend money recklessly a little bit. So, but for now, take advantage of Jupiter, all this positive energy, and put yourself out there. This new project is really going to be something that you're going to enjoy working on. So if you do have any kind of glitch at all with the Seven of Swords, it could be around someone in your work environment maybe trying to take credit for the work you're doing, or trying to steal your ideas, or you may feel like someone's trying to steal something from you. So you may be in a protective mode. But they can't really touch you because you have a lot of power this month. As long as you focus on the positive and put your energy out there, I think it's going to be an abundant month for you. So that's my reading, Sagittarius, for the month of September. I hope this has been a help to you. And for those who have been, if you want a private reading, just click on the link in the description box and we can get you on the schedule. In the meantime, I want to thank everyone for supporting this channel. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing. And for those who have ordered readings, thank you for your support. And if you're new, welcome. I hope these readings are helping you. And if you like this reading, please click on the subscribe button or click on the like button. That helps to support the channel and get more exposure. In the meantime, Sag, have a wonderful September. And good luck with your new projects. I think it's going to be wonderful. And I'll talk to you next month. Okay, bye now.